Fear not. Tomorrow morning, the Arishan Knights will depart for the Achaean continent. That's enough, Gordon! Let them go! There's no need to go after those who fled. We have much bigger fish to fry. I am Mars Lowell, heir to the throne of Arisha. We will, sir, and gladly. My soldiers are tired. Many have not slept since we left Talus. We've decided. Tomorrow we're leaving for Orleans through Devil Mountain Pass. Have courage, Princess Nina. The Arishan Knights are here.
Stop acting like a spoiled child, Prince Mars. The King of Talus has sent Shipmaster Oguma to the port of Galda to search for any Arishan soldiers who may have survived and to gather intelligence. You must never allow your emotions to override your common sense. That was your father's mistake.
And scene. I swear, that's just how it happened. So true. Love does conquer all. Like with Toshi and Matsu. Or with you and Kasuga. If only everyone were so consumed with love, there'd be no war. Come on. It's nothing to be embarrassed about. Life is short, my good people. Find love where you can. Kasuga, are you sure you're shinobi? Your fellow ninja back home must think you're odd. Nothing so commendable, I'm afraid. This Devil King. I heard Nobunaga burned Mino to the ground, his own wife's homeland. But even so, Lady Nohime continues to stand by his side. Can't imagine she's right in the head. I fear for Toshi and Matsu most. Yeah, I went to his eye to tell him to be careful. He gave me some spiel about the evils of needless advice and turned me away at the gate.
Rue! Hey, Rue! Hey, sorry to keep you waiting. The freeway was a total disaster. Man, it's been a long time. You're looking sharp, Rue. Everybody, my friend Rue came here all the way from Japan. I want you to take good care of them. Yeah, they're in Washington right now, but they told me they'd be flying back as soon as the president's birthday party's over. Yep, they didn't want to miss their chance to meet you. Not really. The tournaments out here are too easy. You'd blow through the local competition in a heartbeat. Hey, Flyboy, maybe next time you might want to take a shower before you ask a lady out for a drink. Now this is what I call a party. Welcome to America, Rue. Huh. Maybe playing tag team's what you soldiers do, but I'm not stepping in until my friend's had a chance to kick your ass himself. Hello, Guile. Sleep well. You know what I want. I'm taking you down. You had your chance last night, but it's my turn now. Just be glad I let you get a night's sleep first. You know, Rue, I've been doing the tournament thing for a while, and I've never lost. Not once. I've never lost a fight until today.
Lousy U-tick creeps. Pounding away at the Elsa like that? 14 years of hiding their faces from the galaxy? Now they come out, but they cover themselves like turtles. I want to show them the full extent of the Durandal's power, but we don't have time. But we'll get another chance. They gave up chasing the Elsa, and that's good enough for me right now. We can let them go. Seriously, Mary, enough with the constant commentary, huh? As long as that other ship's out there, we keep it nice and quiet. But once we lose them, bring the Elsa on board. Just mind your own business, okay?
The Dragon Balls. So they're the ones who summoned Shenron. These guys just don't let up. Special Beam Carnage! Rest in peace. It looks like Freeze is finally ready to fight. Everyone get back now! I'm sorry, but no. He's in a completely different class than we are. It's not even close. His lackeys used the Earth's Dragon Balls. It was about 6 months ago. Isn't that right? How's that possible? Freeze is more monstrous than ever, but Goku hasn't taken a single blow. No, that heartless tyrant. He couldn't just die, he took the whole planet with him.
What's the matter? Can I help? Don't startle me like that. You seem to be a very kind-hearted person. Tell me, do you believe in love? I'm so glad we have a chance to talk. It's always a pleasure. Would you consider me a tomboy? Let us fight side by side forever. Throw down your weapon. Please clear the way. I'll do my part. I don't want to hurt you. Certainly. What next? Let's go. Yeah! Too weak.
There have been several reports in media outlets that you and the victim are rather close. It does. We can't force her to talk. As long as this witness continues to refuse to testify, all of your questioning will be in vain, defense. Since further investigation into this case will be necessary, the trial will resume tomorrow. Today's proceedings are hereby adjourned.
Princess Sheeta, you really shouldn't worry about them.
Where do you think you're going, old man?
Please, try to contain your excitement. I am indeed the Booster Gold, famed freedom fighter from the future! Wow, that excitement is pretty well contained, huh, Skeets? Thank you, Skeets. Looks like it'll take even more heroic deeds to leave an impression on this era. But, it takes so long. I got it! Why don't you dress up as me and go beat up some bad guys, Double the perp pummeling, double the popularity. Everybody wins, especially me.
Called you too, huh? Nothing big going on in Valhalla tonight?
Enough! You knuckleheads play tag and Manhattan gets a 9.0 earthquake.
Thanks for reminding me why this didn't work last time.
You?
Yeah, you could lead a field trip to Vegas, maybe, but they're called mints. Try a dozen.
What? Can't look for bad guys if I have to cut through his gamma breath to see him. You said it! Forget the breath mints, Hulk. We're skipping straight to advanced showering.
So, the plan is there is no plan. I thought he was the smart one.
Just what we needed. A stark fanboy with delusions of grandeur. What? What just happened? Was I about to say Cap's shield made his head look small?
At least S.H.I.E.L.D. has indestructible doors, right, Widow? The disappearing Black Widow, everyone. Here, then not. This is gonna be a disaster.
That's how you see me? You don't think I'm a poor excuse for a friend? I had convinced myself that I was just a burden to all of you. But you never thought of me that way at all. That's right. There's no need at all. The fact of the matter is, it doesn't matter what we perceive him to be! The reports say hundreds of soldiers saw him, and those who were there say they saw him fighting other Titans! And that means they saw him get swarmed by the Titans as well! To put it plainly, the Titans saw him the same way they see each and every human being, as their prey! And it doesn't matter how else you may look at it! That is an irrefutable fact! I am a soldier! And I have dedicated my heart to the restoration of humanity, sir! Nothing could make me prouder than dying for such a noble cause! If we were to use his Titan ability and combine it with the manpower we have left, I believe we can do it! We can retake this city! For humanity's glory, and what little time I have left to live, I will advocate his strategic value!
The box seems to have a power over people. It creeps in and makes them lose all sense of self. Is it possible that Pandora's box is connected to the Satsui no Hado? Thanks, Ken. I have a feeling I'm gonna need your help. Feels good to fight side by side again, right? It appears that we're being challenged to a fight. After this battle is over, I can continue my journey.
Miss Lena! Miss Lena! Here, for you. But why? You haven't eaten for over 2 days. You must. And anyway, it's my dinner. You're quite welcome. Don't lose heart. I'll slip you some more food later.
Happiness is that which must be treasured. Peace is that which must be nurtured. God is one who must be worshipped. Happiness is that which must be treasured. Peace is that which must be... Julian! Thank you for your kindness, but please take this away. I am in servitude to my God. I cannot eat that which has been taken from others. Oh, then I thank you.
That is not my intent. That man claimed he would prepare a stage where I may face Hilary Haag in our final battle. I am here for that alone. I have been waiting. On a sinking ship, where everyone is about to die. No one will interrupt us. Our final battle shall happen here. Because of you, I have lost my friends. I have lost everything. I will defeat you and decorate their tombstones with a red flower. Your blood.
It's nice to meet you.
I'm Father Jean-Pierre, pastor of this church. If anything ever troubles you, always remember, the church's doors are open. Come by any time, day or night. God will never forgive this sinful behavior. Amazing. You're like a magnet for danger.
I'm not a kid, and it was only one drink. But it wasn't enough for my brother. He'd look up at Zalem, yearning. I want to go to Zalem someday. He must have said that 1,000,000 times. Finally, he acted. He could get to Zalem, he decided, by balloon. The factory, of course, had prohibited the creation of any kind of flying machine, and put a heavy bounty on the head of anyone who built one.
I'm coming! Wait for me, Zalem! It's Zalem! I'm almost there! Galley? Forget it! I'm never going back to that filthy garbage heap! Zalem is my destiny! Until this moment, my life was a cosmic joke! My entire existence pointless and unnecessary! We could. I'm glad I had the chance to know you. Goodbye, my love.
The world government's running this show, but the time we live in is known as the Great Pirate Era. All over the world, people like you are taken to the seas, looking for One Piece. Was it One Piece lying out there in the New World that gave rise to all these pirates? Or did the pirates give rise to One Piece? Does the man make the dream, or the dream make the man? When pirates chase their dreams, sometimes they step on other people's dreams in the process, and sometimes they destroy people's lives. Does that mean we should crush their dream in return? Is that even possible? Now former Marine Admiral Zed is trying to answer that question. If One Piece were to disappear, so would all the pirates. A crude conclusion, but that's what he thinks. I may no longer be a Marine myself, but I still want to see what fate has in store for Zed. And as for what I do with myself after that, I can't say.
Helping is not the right word. Koenma may regard us as equals, but I do not. Once inside the castle, I suggest you let us do the work. As far as I'm concerned, we're babysitting. Let's avoid fighting. You're not worth it. But you, Detective, are a different story. I plan to take my revenge on you, so consider this fair warning. Your sense of strategy is amazing. Stay focused on the weight, or you'll kill us all! Well, I'm not about to die for the sake of you worthless humans. And I suppose you think it'd be noble if we all died as a team. Your ugly friend has a good point, Detective.
Tokyo still has him in custody for the moment, but he'll be fine. According to Takano's testimony, Irie himself had no knowledge of what she was planning, and all the evidence we've gathered so far seems to confirm that. The underground research facility is going to be shut down permanently, but the clinic will be open again soon. The people in this village will still need a doctor. What's more, they need to know somebody is still fighting to cure Hinamizawa syndrome. I couldn't say, although Takano prevented a lot of innocent blood from being spilled by confessing to her part in the plot. Plus, the brass have a bigger issue now. This has exposed factional fault lines within Tokyo. I really don't think they would come down on her too hard, and the rest of the organization treats the Hinamizawa syndrome post like unexploded ordnance. None of them want any part of it. Well, it might mean they don't plan to hold on to her too long, but whenever they let her out, I'm gonna be right there to pick her up.
Please, you don't know what you're saying. That's no ordinary old man. He's a Kai. No! The Kais are the illustrious overseers of the universe! Each Kai protects one of the quadrants. But these two, they're actually Supreme Kais. No one in the whole universe has more authority than them.
Hold on, Krillin. Let me have a crack at him. I think it's time I showed these thugs that no one comes to Earth and pushes us around. You've already been wished back with the Dragon Balls before. I haven't. So, if anything bad does happen, at least we know that I can be revived, right? Let me take care of this one. I'm gonna wipe out all 5 of them at once.
Help me, please. This isn't a task I can do. If you agree, you will take on a face.
You will become human so that you can save the child. His life was hard. From the time he was a child, he was burdened with an enormous debt. He was born with a weak, failing heart, you see. His parents had to buy him a new one. It seemed they'd never be able to pay off the loan, so ultimately Hal's parents ran off, leaving him behind. An awful thing to do to a child. Terrible situation altogether.
Damn it! Ugh, we don't have time for all this crap, old guy! We need to hurry and find Kenshin! Huh? Don't be stupid! My sword is that of Kamiya Kashin Ryu! Its sword is meant to protect! Don't lump it together with Batu Jutsu! Come on! I can't leave that goofball alone! Are you crazy or something? That's right! How do you know him? Yeah! This is my big chance to finally show how great the Kamiya Kashin Ryu is! Oh, right! I had a message for you, Kenshin. It's from that geezer, Hiko.
Yes, at last we discover the source of these mysterious messages. It is our old friend Goku. He and his people fight Majin Buu on our behalf. Come, Upa, lift your hands to the skies. All of you, raise your hands. Do it now.
The progress we've been making with the East India factory is quite astonishing. We already have the makings of a top-notch staff. Right now is the perfect time. We should begin expanding the company and building a strong labor... Oh, yes. I just spin this, then. Okay, there. 5 spaces. Now, what I wanted to ask you, perhaps you could contribute another 12,000 pounds to support our expansion? I believe it would be quite a profitable venture for you, my lord. And I would consider it an honor to help expand the Phantom Huh? Oh, I see.
Time to even the odds. Game over. Amateur. Checkmate. No. The flank's exposed. And again. Ha! Make way! Have another! Not on my watch. Forget it. I've got your back. I'm with you. You can do this. Oh, you'll win. You ready? I've got this. I'm right here. Incoming foe. Now strike. All right. Father. Huh? I don't... What? No. Well... Oh, no. Mother. Father. Ah. Hey, I see. Mother. Yes, say. I see. It's simple. Sorry. What? Success. Just as planned. Farewell. Thank you. You tipped the scale. Just as planned.
I know about that cloud, and you couldn't ride it if you stole it. So who gave it to you? Turtle Hermit? His name's Master Roshi. He was my old teacher. Do you know where I can find him? Ooh-wee, I can finally go back to my castle. Oh boy, oh boy. Where did you get this little toothpick that you carry on your back here? That's interesting. Was his name Gohan? Aha! Your grandpa Gohan once tried to break that toothpick on my head. Because we were like brothers, your grandpa was the first pupil chosen by Master Roshi, and I had the honor of being the second. Ah, so you're Gohan's boy. That's a fine name, Goku.
Oh, yeah. Kinda overdue and maybe a little out of nowhere, but congrats on making it this far and doing what you set out to do. You've been through a hell of a ride since everything went down back in Trista, but you've gotten through it all just fine. Not only that, you managed to get all of your old classmates and Sarah back together again. That wouldn't have happened if not for you. I'll give credit where credit is due. Class 7's only how it is because you're at its center. And that's a fact. Everyone believed that you'd rise up and fight, and they still believe it now. That's why they're here. So, as someone who's been watching over you for a while now, I think you deserve a pat on the back for all you've done. The friendships you've made aren't the kind that can be broken easily. That goes without saying between us, too, I'll have you know.
She looked so helpless and weak, I couldn't help but identify with her. But at the time, I guess I just took pity on her more than anything. But that changed, and she became a part of my family. We've been through so much together. She's always been with me. It feels so wrong not having her here now. I don't think I could have gone through everything I have without Xiaomei by my side. I know for a fact that I couldn't have made it across the desert without her. Because it's the last hope that my clan has. If I don't return with a method for attaining immortality and present it to the Emperor, it's almost certain my clan will perish. That's why I risked my life crossing the desert with Xiaomei.
You think you need to be strong in order to live? You're wrong! Life itself is what gives us strength! I don't see the old Jalal before me. That man was full of life. He would never give up without a fight. It would be easy to let you go on believing that, but I'm the one to blame. I'm sorry, but it's the truth. If I hadn't been so incredibly weak, your brother would still be alive and well today. Admit your defeat. You could try, but as I've already wrapped up my game of pool, the only place I'll send that bullet is back. Given the circumstances, I could turn a blind eye to your banditry. But I will never tolerate the deliberate abuse of Fairy Tale's name. You've brought shame to my guild, and that crime is all but unforgivable. Every single choice that a Fairy Tale wizard makes is a reflection of the values upheld by the guild itself. The symbol we bear is no mere decoration. It's the sigil of a family, the emblem of our pride. When we're marked, we take an oath, forever binding our fates to that of the guild. And should anyone dare trample upon that sacred oath, good or wicked, I will cut them down.
But look how beautifully it's sparkling now. Worrying too much will make you lose your luster. You three are thieves, aren't you? Thieves are people who take things that aren't theirs, right? Thieves are bad people. That's just one of the things I've learned. I certainly do appreciate your kind educational offer, but I must be going. So thieves, I bid you farewell. The Heart Diamond is the sole source of all the energy and light that powers our entire kingdom. And now, it will power our kingdom no more. I didn't even know what was happening in my own kingdom. I don't deserve to be called a princess.
If they tell me I'm full of talk, I take it as a compliment. Little too big for your britches, ain't you? If I want a wily, unpredictable son of a gun, I grab a mirror and smash it and go ooga booga 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 booga. Little too big for your britches, ain't you? Wait, you help me? What is wrong with you? Careful now, you do that enough and I might get sweet on you. Where were you for the Alamo? Wait, you help me? What is wrong with you? I expect no less from a real hombre like you. Mighty fine, mighty fine. I expect no less from a real hombre like you.
Is that all you can say to me after we've been apart for so long? Can't you at least try to say something nice? Like, how have you been for the last 2 years? Or it's great to see you again. Don't you think I know that? But the question is why? Who's behind this? And what the hell is Appleseed? Stop talking to me like a damn machine! All those years, the only thing my father ever taught me how to do was fight. It's funny, but I never understood why he pushed me so hard to become a soldier. But he made me what I am today for a reason. General! I have my instructions. The only person that gets this data is Athena. Maybe you're right. Maybe they can't be trusted. But after what I've seen, I know this much. Bioroids don't try to kill each other. So you just give up? Pass our mistakes to the next race? We may have lost our chance at Eden, but we have to try to survive. We have to believe the future is what we make of it!
Shanto Hawk, leader of the Babylon Rogues, is at the top of his game every day of the week. I'll smash anybody who talks down to the boss. You were pretty tough out there too. Hey, I'm being nice here. Least you could do is say something. You mocking me? You're asking for it, robot.
All right. All we have to do now is use the machine language and convert it to our own. Do you hear that? Bahamut screaming. We're currently converting the EVE program using machine language. Estimated completion, 3 hours. The conversion to machine language is complete, sir. We're saving the converted program now. Just a little more and it'll be all wrapped up. It's done. We've just cleared Bahamut, sir.
Give it up.
You can't win. Oh, yeah? Well, I understand your feelings are hurt, but I don't think you have much of a choice. It would seem that the scales are tipped in my favor. Go ahead, make me pay. But if that's all the power you've got, you're gonna have a lot of trouble collecting. Huh?
When the people of Fire Village sealed away the Phoenix many years ago, countless lives were lost. I can't imagine the havoc that demon would create were it released today. Urza, you choose who goes with her. Keep it small and efficient. Veronica may not be a large country, but we cannot afford to go to war with them. We shall hope for the best while still preparing for the worst. I will return to the council at once and give my report. Godspeed, everybody. I'll tell you what I suggest. In fact, I'm making an official request of the Magic Council. In accordance with Article 27 of the National Security Directive, I ask you to issue a threat elimination order so as to secure the citizens' lives and property. It's the only way to prevent this monster's return. I told you we don't have that kind of time!
Right. Jeez. The Colonel's sure letting his work pile up again, huh? Havoc, give me a hand, will ya?
This is a highly classified mission. We're all at risk here. If completing it will save Atomi's life, isn't that enough? Just stay focused on her and try not to think too much. Everything else is only a distraction. Athena is trying to protect our society! Carl and Dr. Gilliam gave their lives trying to hide Appleseed for the sake of humanity. They both feared what would happen when the bioroids were activated. Athena honored Dr. Gilliam's request to keep their reproductive systems inactive. The bioroid's purpose is to safeguard our species. She's been hiding the key that would unlock your memory of Appleseed's location. You knew where it was all along, but you couldn't remember. It was my duty to deliver Appleseed to the Elders, and in return, they would guarantee your safety. But General, there's more going on here. The Elders don't simply want to get their hands on the Appleseed data. They needed you and the military. They manipulated you. They want you to blow up the D-Tank. There must be some reason why Athena is so desperate to prevent that from happening. General, D-Tank must not be destroyed.
My apologies. Shall we? I cannot be merciful. Allow me to demonstrate. I'm sorry. Is something the matter? Huh? Oh, you startled me, you trickster, you. We must all strive to do our best out there. You aren't hurt, are you? I can't help but take care of you and the others. Please, make sure you take time to rest. We need you. If you need my help with anything, please let me know. Yes? Here we go. Onward.
That's interesting. I didn't realize what you were searching for was so incidental you'd abandon it this easily. Wrong, Ed. I know that what you boys have been searching for is the Philosopher's Stone. And I know it's created by sacrificing human lives. I know it was uncalled for, but I was listening through the door. You really are a child, aren't you? You're frightened of it, that all the answers will disappear. You're terrified you might have to admit that everything you've done was wasted effort. Am I wrong? It's okay to feel lost and not have reasons. Verifying whether Marco's research is the truth or not is worth something in itself, if you ask me. After all, what you're looking for is a lot bigger than you or Al. Why don't you try searching a little longer, Ed, but without worries.
Right. We split into two teams from here onwards. One in the front, one bringing up the rear. At least one team makes it through should the worst happen. Might I remind you that I'm in command here. Not that I expect pulling rank would benefit your attitude. So, what do you fancy for your team, Sergeant?
Hercules. What tasks need to be done now? A new labor to perform. Time to go to work. That foe has my respect. A fine fight that was. My tasks are at an end. My strength has failed me. My strength defines me, and soon it will define you. When this is over, you will regret everything. I am Hercules! You should have learned by now, Hades. Your traveling privileges have been revoked. Fast but scrawny. This was no challenge. Respect, friend, but you are not my equal. A hero cannot blindly follow the law. Sorry, Father, but even you cannot stop me.
Do you even lift? Say my name 3 times fast, and I'll punch you in the face. A hero has got to be strong, got to be fast, and, got to be fresh from the fight? Yeah.
Get back! Nebula Chain! No matter what happens, these chains and I are one being. We share the same fate and nothing can ever permanently separate us. The two of us will always be together. That is the true meaning of Nebula Chain. Gold Saint of Gemini, do you understand the significance of the 2 different chains used by the Andromeda Saints? The round chain in my left hand is for defense, and the square chain in my right hand is what I use to attack. They're usually the same size, and the difference is unnoticeable, but the more my cosmos grows with fighting spirit, the more obvious the difference becomes. My left chain, the defensive sphere, protects my body with the power of an iron wall, while my right chain, the offensive square, never fails to seek out the enemy. It will find them no matter where they hide. I've always hated to hurt others. Even after I became a saint, I preferred only to defend myself. But here, in the Battle of the 12 Houses, there's a different set of rules. My enemy not only threatens to kill me, but also one of my best friends. I will burn my cosmos and fight with all of my power. Go! Square chain!
'Cause then I'd need another tub. How about... the Night Sabers! Can't you see it? This is the AD Police Intelligence Management Center, not Totem Pole. And the next time you call me that, I won't answer you, Leon Pooh.
Okay, I'm coming! Sorry for the wait. First, we'll start with a yummy miso soup. Let's see! Miso soup ingredients are right here! 1 radish! First we chop, 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 chop. Now cut into thin strips. And we throw it all into a great big pot. Just a little bit more of these, and done! That looks ready. Oh boy! There! Done! Now all we have left is the radish leaf dish. Leafy, 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 leaf. Ah! I'm gonna go get Papa! Now don't forget to chew your food 10 times, Papa! Well, I didn't use magic, okay?
I could have, but it wouldn't have made a difference. Takami's not exactly what you'd call a cerebral driver, if you know what I mean. Just wait and see, Yuichi. It'll be all right. I know my son might not be the sharpest knife in the drawer when it comes to using his head, but the boy has cat-like reflexes, and that's what wins races. There's no time to think first and then react to the nuances you feel through the seat. Your arms and legs have to move together almost instinctively in order to control the drift, so don't worry. Takami's got a knack for sensing when and how to accelerate when he's in the middle of a drift. So if the suspension settings are altered a little here and there, it won't matter. He'll make minor adjustments when he needs to. It's the only way to drive an 8.6. That car trains its driver.
You might be forgotten to this world line, but traces of you are etched into the fabric of reality. Feelings transcend space and time. Okabe. Any second now, you'll walk by just like last time. And I still don't know what I'm doing here. How can I save you? Emotions may overlay the variations of ourselves, but events still solidify and converge. Our paths are too well trodden. What am I doing? I mean, look at me. I barely even know the guy. I have bits and pieces, but that's it. A handful of moments from this world line and the fragments coming at me from different versions of the past. Before all this, I outright dismissed any non-linear view of time as psychotic. Easy to do when the emotional stakes aren't so high. When you have something to protect, though. Damn it. Why couldn't I ever summon up the courage to tell him how I felt? Why did I always let myself be baited? Why did we always fight?
My one-time student has now surpassed his teacher. He moved on to far more advanced research. The two of us have had no communication since the day he left. A few years back, a Russian scientist published a groundbreaking thesis on the mesencephalon and how its neurological synapses affect human will. Sounds rather complicated, but in layman's terms, it's simply the theory of why we do what we do. This area here is the mesencephalon, or midbrain. Sometimes known as the mind's reward center, it's where structures called substantia nigra supply the brain with dopamine. People tend to think of human will as singular in focus, like a soul with a conscience. You have an angel and a devil on each shoulder, and the only choice is between right or wrong. Not even remotely. Picture a crowded business meeting with lots of individuals clamoring to get their point across. The vast variety of desires the brain experiences function much the same way. They shout and kick, or piss and moan, competing with each other to get our attention. Out of all these possible motivations, we only act on one, deciding which one is our will. But behind the decision, our brain's reward center has trained us with dopamine to respond, like giving a treat to a dog.
Sir, at this very moment, your phone should be ringing with a call for us. That would be Mr. Ortega, to brief us on the situation. Your son's life is safe in our hands, sir. We'll bring him back, I promise. Guile, what do you think our chances are on this one?
Yeah, let's go. It looks so quiet. Well, let's go. Got it. Check the entire upstairs. The place is deserted. It's like everyone in the house just disappeared.
It's about time we checked in, okay? Mr. Masters, we followed your son's trail to Barcelona and from his hotel to a deserted castle. But after that, there's no trace.
What, Guile? What are you looking at? What is it?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to burst in like that. Did you happen to see where the owners of that jeep went? I'm afraid it's a little bit of an emergency. And you didn't see which way the boat went either, did you, sir? I've known you for just about 10 years now, Guile. And I must say, after all this time, I trust your hunches about anything in the whole world except one thing. About how I should get my hair cut.
The heroine and the bright flower of Yorozuya, whose only drawback is her appetite. Everyone's idol, the adorable me! Sadaharu, do me a favor and take this to Ginchan, okay? Don't dilly-dally. I mean it, even if you see a cute doggy, no humping! So then, I guess you work on this ship? How about a tour? Or would you prefer a bullet through the head? Hey, are you listening? Let me go! Do you hear me? If you think you're gonna get away with this, you're crazy! Ginchan is going to mess you up! Mess you up in this place! I want 1 year's worth of chips and snacks and the DVD set of my choice and an unlimited supply of food for Sadaharu.
Don't be dumb. No creature can evolve that fast. This is no time for your pissing match. You're scaring the little boy. When I tried the phone, it was just as dead. Get a grip. I don't believe you. You bribed your way onto the list. Just stop, goddammit! This isn't your stupid video game! A real person just had their head ripped off! Stop that! Don't you look at me with those eyes! You see how he looks at me like I can do no wrong! God, why do you torment me? You're taking teaming me as far away as this thing can go. Do you know why I came here? I thought maybe when they woke us up years from now, my child will be alive again. He's not! Tim is my son now! Until I die, I'm going to be as good of a mother to him as I possibly can!
I guess so. A man's most crushing loss is always to himself. But it is also only he that can prevail over himself. I am not going to lose again. I've lost my world, my friends, everything. But I won't lose this anger or this hatred. I'll kill Bison. And no one will stop me.
Oh, and speaking of Central, Gracia sent me a letter and a picture. Here, I'll show you. It's kind of shocking how much she loves me. Man, talk about an amazing woman. As soon as we're out of this hellhole, I'm gonna ask her to become my wife. And don't think that you're gonna skip out on the ceremony. There's one thing I've learned in combat. Raising a family with the woman you love may be a universal right, but you have to earn that love first. Understand? And I will do anything it takes to be the man she loves. I'll survive this war. And when I return home, I will swallow every horrible thing I've done here. And I will smile when I'm with her. I swear on my life, I will make her happy.
I don't see see any fish out there, but it looks like man sleeping. You mean man on beach is really fish? That doesn't make much sense, at least not to my way of thinking. But you do what you're told to do. This poor little man is nothing but a boy. I wonder why he's sleeping on the beach here. My name is Zangief, little man, and you can come along quietly or come along in pain. I am just following orders. I think that you should follow them too, little one. I'm going to have to hurt you if you disobey me. Don't worry, little one. You just have to climb into that truck. Okay. I'm starting to feel angry. And I don't like feel angry. Now you come along in pain. Sweet dreams, little one. You shouldn't have made me angry. I get mad when I'm angry, and then you get hurt.
I've come to warn you of your traitorous brother's plot. The Frost Giants tried to silence me, but as you can see, I'm not so easily thwarted. Odin believes he is gathering items to build a new casket of ancient winters. Heimdall tells me Loki teamed with a Frost Giant general to pull off his little coup. It is imperative we locate and capture this general for questioning. Make your way to the general's last known location. Report back if you see the fiend. I'll be sharpening my blade.
For the past 180-some-odd years, the House of Armstrong has played a vital role in the nation's financial, political, and military circles. Generation after generation, we've remained pillars of strength and beacons of integrity. We've supplied the country with countless generals. Why, I myself was a general back in the day when that meant something. We didn't have motor cars.
Shadowler. S-I-N. They trample on human beings like so much dirt beneath their boots. And now they announce a tournament to assemble the world's greatest fighters? Make no mistake. This time I'll flush you from your hiding places and destroy you. And Judy, I hope you're prepared to feel my hands round your neck. I haven't forgotten about the sisters of my new hurt.
Eh? Why, it's Master Alucard. Come to visit, have we? But, young master, I could never betray the good count. Really? In that case, just tell me what you need.
Shirohiko. He saw through that monster's misery, never knowing what it meant to feel fulfillment. He is a fearsome man indeed, but in misery as a warrior. The same is also true of Shishio. Everyone who was gathered under Shishio has been left at the mercy of the patriotic extremists. They have been hurt in both body and mind. That is precisely why they depend on strength. They depend on power. And then...
I hoped your long absence would bring you some maturity, but no. Life is still a game for you. Even now, drawing a cold bath for my lord husband. Your ridiculous behavior goes too far, KG. My lord, that cold bath has done you in. Allow your loving wife to make a nice warm rice porridge for you. Oh, my beloved husband. You spoil me so. My lord Enoch, steel yourself for what awaits you. For no matter what the future may hold, your wife shall remain at your side.
You, the Tiger of Kai? I was told it was Oshustate Masamune who was ranged against the Hojo family. So instead you would attack me? Those who oppress the elderly die miserable deaths. You will show me respect. For that, generations of Hojo glory will not be tarnished by the likes of you! I will give up the castle of my honored ancestors to no one! You speak rubbish!
Do you have need of my service? I am but a man of war. Forgive me my impertinence. The one thing I cannot do is betray my motherland. I will stand as your shield. Devotion to one's motherland is the highest calling, and the loneliest one. I have lived as a knight, and I intend to die as one. I pray you meet someone who will bring joy into your life. A waste of life. What a pity. Charge! Admit defeat! Understood. What can I do? Shall we? Farewell.
It's all true. And my goal hasn't changed. It's the same as it was a year ago. A peace treaty. I want to end the war, But the Empire's not interested in my ideas. As an enemy of the sovereignty, I'm certain your leaders wouldn't entertain them either. So my plan is to take a direct descendant of Nebulous hostage, a bargaining chip, a powerful astral mage, or purebred as the Empire calls them. With you in danger, the Nebulous sovereignty would be forced to listen to us. Your people would be concerned for you. At that time, we could start peace negotiations. There's this captain in the Empire who recently became a witch. That person is still a valued soldier in our ranks. I don't care if she has an astral crest now. I still respect her. Are these marks the reason why this conflict has continued for 100 years? Could something so simple drive a war? No. Fears and prejudices divide us. I'm from the Empire and you're from the sovereignty. We're products of our nations. The astral crests have nothing to do with it.
Correct. I am the Supreme Priest of Kadim, Garnet. If you surrender to the Hura now, I will guarantee the lives of your people. Of course, they'll be our slaves. Oh, brave words. It's really such a pity that I don't have the time to kill you more slowly. And now you die.
Foolish humans. Why go to such agonizing lengths in pursuit of Victor's secrets? You're arrogant dreamers, and therefore narrow-minded. You especially are much like the late Prometheus himself. I have no name, because for the past 100 years I've existed as the sole being that's never been properly given one. Very interesting. It seems that your master believes you can be brought back to life through the implementation of my old friend's knowledge. I wonder, will you go down the very same path that Victor did?
What is it? Is it the ball? Oh, there! That must be it! You, again. Pity. It looks like you lost your ride. There won't be any getting away this time. I'll ask the questions here. Now tell me, what do you want with the Dragon Ball? And how did you manage to find so easily what my entire army could not? Allow me to venture a theory here. Our Dragon Radar is somewhat imprecise. Could it be that you have something a bit more sophisticated? Foolish. You would be wise to be reasonable, little man. I strongly recommend you answer, because I'm not going to ask again. Tell me, why are you searching for the Dragon Balls? And what sort of technology do you have?
This new era they keep rambling on and on about is a load of crap. The era when pirates dream of treasure will come to an end? Yeah, right! The dreams of pirates will never end!
Poseidon! Time to get your sea legs, mates! We got the best skeleton crew a captain could ask for. Those scallywags almost got me. Rough seas about! Davy Jones' locker I go! Guess I'll walk the plank! Oi, look at all these hornswogglers! Batten down ye booty! Oh, they're just a bunch of sea pups! You know, dead men tell no tales! Let's take a trip to Davy Jones' locker! You call those stings? One thing's for sure, he had his fair share of grog. Me waters be calm now. You trying to blind me, matey? Death's icy grip can't hold on to me. Why do they call pirates pirates? Because they are. It's not me beauty, it's me booty. How'd I get these threads so cheap? Well, they were on sale. Yeah, not me best one.
Good evening, you bunch of filthy jailbirds, rattling in your cages, just waiting to die. Since you ain't got nothing better to do, what do you say to a good old-fashioned fight to the death? And I'll be your judge, right here, right now. Whoever's left alive gets to see the outside world again, sailing the sweet seas of freedom as a member of my crew! Huh? Take the others, but leave that one. So he's still alive, huh? The man they call the Demon Heir.
That goes for the rest of you, too! Why'd you chase me all the way here? I'll kill you! I'll kill all of you! I can do it, you know. I can do anything!
You're looking at a rare fighter there. A guy like this one can quadruple his fighting power in an instant. I estimate when he really gets going, he'll have a power level of 60,000 or maybe more. Well, this one is. Think about it. He might be a mutant like us. I mean, he's definitely different. He's the first thing I've seen without a tail. What a magnificent opportunity to showcase my fabulous strength. A chance to reveal the full extent of my grandeur in battle. You gotta love it.
What was that? Impossible! How could this be? This might be your chance.
Sleeper, show the American your fire. With the cosmic cube in my possession, I can do anything.
So, Beck, I'll drag you down to Davy Jones's locker. Me sea dogs will hang him from the yard. We'll keel haul the lot of them.
Ow, me booty. I'll be back for some swashbuckling later.
Shiver me timbers. Dead croc still no tails. I'll be coming for your booty, you salty sea dog. I'll be hoisting you up the mizzen mast soon. Shut up, bird, you're ruining it. We'll swab the deck with you no good bilge rat. Go bother someone else. I've only had a drop of rum, you scallywag. How'd you like to scrape the barnacles off me rudder? Ahoy! Enemies off the starboard bow! Quiet you, or do you want to be fish food? The first enemy I see will walk the plank! I just said that! Silence, bird!
Then what's the problem? Ever since I've become Führer, I've done nothing but improve this country by winning wars, purifying our population, and exponentially expanding our territory. People are foolish. You've got me all wrong. To stop the human race from leading itself to ruin, I intervene and take the stone, thereby preventing its use. I think of myself as one of God's guardian angels. We can't know that for sure. However, devils do exist. They're the alchemists who dare to get in my way. How unfortunate. A quick slash of my sword changes the air currents, disrupting your precious alchemic reactions. How can you expect to manipulate the air's composition if it's constantly in flux? My ultimate eye sees your alchemy at work. Even if you did pull off a flame, it wouldn't have any accuracy.
What shall I summon? You are all weak and powerless. Give up now. I see I must take matters into my own hands. They will die for that. I need to feast on fresh souls. Everyone succumbs. In the end, magic will never betray me! Come and meet your end. Bear your soul to me. Who dares disturb my ritual? I want to hear you scream. This shall be your final resting place. What do you call a sorcerer who gives great hickeys? A necromancer! This imbecile of a sorcerer was swinging his staff around when he obviously had a staph infection. I hate going to witch meetups. You can never tell which witch is which.
Thankless hunk of metal! What a disgrace! A technological failure!
More
Arasaki, I want you to destroy that miserable traitor immediately!
No, another defeat. Can't anyone stop him?
I remember you, Grimlock. Do you remember me? Me? Can't speak, Grimlock. If you can. You're too slow. Once again, we have to put you in your place. Look, Grimlock. It's as big and tough as you. You're tear you apart, just like we did in the Sea of Rust. Impossible! He overrode Shockwave's programming!
So, where did that imbecile turtle hermit run off to? Knowing him, he probably ran back home too embarrassed to watch his ill-advised pupils get crushed in the tournament. It's common knowledge. Roshi's boys can be beat with one pinky. I can tell by your posture that you're upset. It's tough to back a loser. Cheer up. You don't have to stay with Roshi's team. I could use someone like you. Now, what? What? I can't believe you're mocking me. This happens to show the status of my power. Hey, lady, are you awake or what? Give Master Roshi this message. He can best help his pupils by preparing for their funerals.
Not to put too fine a point on it, but E-Class must continue to serve its function in the grand scheme of things. Are you familiar with the so-called worker ant theory? It tells us that in any group, 20% will work hard, 20% will be idle, and the remaining 60% will fall somewhere in between. Now, imagine a group without a middle ground, where hard workers comprise 95% of the population and layabouts only 5%. If the lazy worker ants are stigmatized, the ratio is perfectly feasible. Those who under normal circumstances fall into the average category better themselves to avoid being associated with the ostracized class. The term comes to a close with E-Class more aware of their potential. The whole school is more aware. The winds of change are stirring, fanning the flames of rebellion. And here we stand, the Earth's very survival in question. All in all, my teaching methods function as they always have, like a well-oiled machine. And yet, the underdogs threaten to become an inspiration, a beacon. Absolutely unacceptable.
He's back? Come in! How could you come back here? That's not what I meant! You failed to get the Dragon Ball from the kid, and you have the nerve to come here empty-handed? I don't need your excuses. A good find, I'll give you that. But, if I recall, your assignment was to get the Dragon Balls. You know how it works around here. Those who cannot achieve results are punished. And severely. However, since you've been of some value to us in the past, I'll give you a chance to save yourself. I will be willing to let you live if you fight mercenary Tao here and defeat him. So what do you think? You in?
Stop, intruder. I am the god signed to this floor. You must get past me to proceed upstairs. You're dead. Where did he go? Going down. The end.
Ah, Raiden. You have come to your senses. All these ages you have fought me. You denied me my rightful claim. Not this time. The Elder Gods fear me now. Their pathetic mortal combat shackles me no longer. They masquerade as dragons, but are mere toothless worms. I know you can feel it. It is the end of all things. Your time has passed. Ages wasted in foolish resistance. I have won. Now, Raiden, your world ends. An anemic effort from ineffectual deities.
No! What is this? Piccolo is classified as one of the weaker fighters. My data indicates that I should be able to defeat him with ease. How is it possible, then, that he should cause me this much difficulty?
Wow, I can't believe anyone would live out here by choice. Oh yes, I'm Captain Yellow of the Red Ribbon Army. We'll be setting up our mobile headquarters right here.
Yep, and there's plenty of work to go around so we can put a big fella like you to good use.
I wasn't asking for your permission. Now, hand it over, you painted peasant. Pulverize him! Hang on, kid! Now, where's your pop? And just who might you be?
Looks like dinner's on the way. Hold it right there! Oh yeah, humans give me heartburn, but I love turtles. So look, hand it over or you're dead, huh? I guess a little heartburn never hurt anybody. Alright, have it your way, die if you want. Not for long. You think you're real cute, don't you, monkey boy? You should have saved your skin while you had the chance!
Admirable, but there's no reason for concern. Even if the citizens rise in rebellion, we have plans in place to overpower them. Gentlemen, allow me to introduce an elite force I've assembled to protect the capital. There's nothing wrong with your rule, Your Majesty. You idiots should be more supportive. They've let their fear get the best of them. I hate to say it, but I am painfully aware of your feelings on this matter. These men are fools. They don't understand all the strides you've taken to keep our land peaceful. There comes a time when a nation's ruler is called to show his leadership with an iron fist. You must make your authority known to your people. Show your strength! Now they'll see the Emperor's power.
Humans, you think you're special? Even your powers, we can make more powerful. The commander was wrong. You are dangerous. Too dangerous to leave alive.